Hi, it's Jane here from craftwithjane.co.uk, and today I'm bringing you this really cute and it's a little gift box, and it holds a mug, so it's a really good size gift box and it's quite strong and reinforced to hold a mug gift. So I've used this beautiful new designer series paper called He's the Man, and I've made a little gift tag out of it. And so if I open it up for you and show you, you can see that it's perfect size gift for a mug, box for a mug. And I've got the world's best driver mug, and I've put some little chocolate biscuits in it that match the colour. And I thought the oranges and the yellows were a beautiful mix for a gentleman. There we go. So I'll show you the lid fits snugly on, lovely. And then I tied a knot, and I did that, and then I put my tag on for the bow like that. And if you look at the tag, I'll just show you the tag there. It's beautiful, isn't it? Love the colours that I've used. Cajun Craze for this one, and brown, and early espresso, and I've done a little tag bit there, and I've done the stamping in the brown. I just love it. I love this card. So this paper comes with 2 sheets of what you would die cuts or ephemera, which you can pop out, and the car was one of the ephemera pieces that I cut out, and I just love it. I just think it looks really good, really effective. So I've done this one as a happy birthday one because I have a friend in mind whose birthday's not till September time, who will be getting this. Hope they don't watch this video. I don't expect they will, but just in case. I think their wife might, but not the gentleman who's going to receive this gift. So I've made that one with the in purpose for a friend. So I've done a happy birthday one, and I've done. He loves cars. I've done him a coordinating happy birthday card. So I've just cut out a piece of the designer series paper, some early espresso to back it. I've made the card out of Cajun Craze. Again, put the same happy birthday stamp inside. And these are some of the die cuts. So that's the die cut, that's die cut, and that one is there. And it comes with these lovely jewels as well, which are rustic metallic adhesive back dots. And I just think the whole ensemble just looks really great together as a coordinated gift. So that is there. I'll just bring out the designer series paper for you to have a little look at. So I've popped out all of the die cuts, but they're all in here, and there's absolutely loads. There's cars, there's a barbecue, there's sentiments that say hooray. There's just loads that coordinate with the whole set here. And this is the He's the Man designer series paper. I've already really tucked into this. This is new in the annual catalogue, and you can see it's got some lovely colours, which are just here. That one here, I love this one as well. And there's the car one. There's ones with like ties and glasses, shoes, and a moustache on. And then you've got this one here, which has got all the barbecue. It's got the animals and the barbecue sort of feel. So lovely, fantastic set of designer series paper. But most importantly, for those that are not massive fans of stamping, or don't even, maybe just starting off in crafting and maybe don't have very many inks or stamps, you could literally get this designer series paper, and like I've just shown you, with one stamp you could basically do a whole different type of cards or boxes and things like that, and you can use these ephemera pieces for your sentiments. So this is one of the pieces for the base of my box. Now, I made this box and it's pretty big, so I do need to use 2 base pieces to glue together. And by doing that, I will be reinforcing the base of the box to give it a bit more strength, because it's going to be holding quite a heavy mug. So I've already cut one, as you'll see just here, and I score it at 1 inch on the long side, and then I score it at 4.5 inches just here, and then I rotate it and I score it at 4 inches, and then I'll cut it into this shape, and then I'll have 2 of them. So I'll just do that now. So I'm going to score it at 1 inch, 4.5 inches, and I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to score it out 4 inches. And I would do that twice and then cut it out. Okay, so I've got my paper snips, and I'm just going to, I need to cut it out in the same direction so that I can glue them to each other. So I'm going to make this tab first, which I will glue, and then I'll cut up this line just here. Yeah, I can cut this one at a slight angle. So I've mitered slightly in there and mitered there and there, and then I'm going to keep this base piece straight because it's going to form one of the outside pieces. Sorry, the base is going to form one of the base pieces for the box, and then I'll just ever so slightly miter in this side piece just here. There you go. So now I have 2 pieces of cardstock which are going to form my base. So now I'm going to burnish. And I think this one's already been burnished. So I need to now glue them to each other so that they, so I'll get my liquid glue out. And I'm just going to glue this section just here. So I do want to go relatively close to the edge because I want the pickup to be flush, but I have a real tendency to over glue sometimes, and so I'm going to put this one really close and try and make sure it lines up as best I can, and then fold it to make sure it lines up, and I think it does. Lovely. So that is perfect. Now I'm going to glue this one and do exactly the same. And I'll fold this one in like that and press down. Try and keep it straight. And make sure it looks like it's folding well. There we go. So that is how you put the 2 pieces together. Now I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to glue in my edges. So I'm going to put one of these down and I'm going to glue all across the base. I'm going to pop one of the side pieces down. I'm going to glue the side piece. Pop another side piece down, glue, and I'll just go around the edge of this one. So there's glue in the middle already. I'll just go around the edge of this one to make sure it sits well on the base of the box. There we go. So that looks nice and straight. Pressing it down, I'm going to turn it over, and now I'm just going to press down. And this has created the base of the box. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that is the base of my box just there. And the cup that I'm putting into this one is You'll Find Me in the Man Cave. And I've got some relatively similar coordinating chocolates to go in here. So I'm just going to try it out. Yes, and that fits lovely. Nice snug fit just there. So I'll pop this to one side and we can work on our top. So I've decided to use soft succulent and this designer series paper for the lid. So this is a piece of soft succulent here, and you can see that I've die cut out a few pieces of the cardstock in the soft succulent and the Early Espresso and matted a few of them, put a piece of the design series paper here, again done another mat and used one of the ephemera pieces. So again, this card has no stamping on it. I mean, I've stamped the inside because it's a Father's Day card, but technically I could send it like that. So it's really lovely and very versatile designer series paper to use. So that's my card that goes with this one, and that's the envelope there. So this is a soft succulent for my lid. It's just one piece this time. It's 8.5 by 7.5, and I'll be scoring on all 4 sides at 2 inches. I'm going to use my shim here, which will just help me create a little bit of room in the lid to fit over the box base. So as I said, 2 inches, all 4 sides. Great. I'm going to use my paper snips to snip up the sides now. Turn it over. And I'm mitering in as I go along. This just makes it a bit easier to make the box. There you go. These paper snips are such sharp scissors. They remind me of embroidery scissors. They're amazing. So I try and have one that I keep for cardstock, one that I keep for ribbon. And it just keeps them beautifully sharp. Although this one is my video one, so I keep this one just for videos. So I've got loads of these scissors. I love them so much. Okay, right, so now I'm just going to burnish my sides, and then I'll burnish my tabs. Creates a lovely crease when you use a bone folder, and that is what helps give your box this beautiful structure and shape. There we go. And now I'm going to turn it back over, and I'm going to glue on my panels. So my panels I've pre-made for you. So this is the top one, and for this one, the cardstock measures 3.25 by 4.25, and the DSP measures 3 by 4. So I'm going to glue this on now. And all of my measurements in metric as well as imperial will actually be on my blog post. So you can make this in inches or centimetres, depending on what your preference is. So I'm just going to turn this to me, and I'm going to try and line it up. And there is like a nice sort of border around it. So I just need to make sure that I've tried to keep it as straight as possible. Beauty of using this liquid glue is that you can wiggle it around for a time afterwards. There we go, that's perfect. So I'm just going to flatten that down now, make sure that it stays. And then I've got your 2 long pieces here, which I'll be putting on upside down, so that when the box is made, it'll create a lovely visage around the outside. And for these 2, I've cut this at the cardstock at 3.25 by 1 3/4, and the designer series paper I've cut at 3 1/2 inches. So I'll just glue these on, just like this. And again, trying to keep that border as straight as I can. There we go, lovely. I'll press that one down. And then I'll turn this around and do the same here. So you'll see they're opposite ends of each other, because when I make the box, it makes them face the right way up. I think this is a great way of really sort of going the extra mile with a gift. So you can get a relatively cheap gift, like a mug. So I've got this mug. This mug actually came with some socks, but the socks were not the right size. So I've gifted the socks to somebody who can use them, and I've replaced the socks with chocolate. So that one's on there perfect as well. So same again, just these 2 small pieces just here, and the designer series paper is 4 by 1.5, and the cardstock is 4.25 by 1 3/4. There we go. And again, make sure those are opposites. So yeah, I got the mugs. I think I got the mugs from Home Bargains. So very inexpensive. And the chocolates probably cost more than the mug. But just a lovely little token of a gift for Father's Day. And if you're on a budget, this is just a way of making it, sort of giving it that extra piece of va-va-voom. final piece just here. And there's the 4. There we go. So that's all of the 4 panels stuck into place. So now I'm going to get the box back out, the base of the box. I'm just going to turn it over and pray that my measurements have been correct. And they look, yeah, that looks like it's going to fit lovely. So I will turn this back over and I'll glue all 4 of these sides. So these are the tabs, and I'm just going to glue all 4 of them. Right, and now I'm going to make this around the base of the box because it basically ensures then it's going to fit on and off. So first of all, I'll try and pick up each piece here, and then I will add my box in just like this. There we go. And then I'll carry on trying to make my box around the base just here. And that way I'm ensuring that I'm not gluing it too tight. So all the edges are glued. So now I need to go inside and press down with my bone folder to make sure that it sticks into place. And that is the lid of my box just there. So I'll bring my box base back on, pop my gift inside, and then pop my lid on top. Lovely, fits beautifully. Happy with that. It's quite strong and sturdy, so that's excellent. So I'm going to use this Early Espresso faux suede trim again because it goes so well with this beautiful box. And I'm going to try and start to do a bow. I think that should be enough. And then I will, there we go. So I'm going to tie my bow, but then I'm going to untie it to put my tag on. And I do want a little bit of trim here for a tail. So I just want to make sure it fits well. I love this ribbon and I will be ordering more of it, as you can see, because I've just come to the end of it. So I'll trim this off just like that. So there's only a tiny piece left, which I will keep for some kind of project or other. Now I'm going to untie it a second and just retie that part of the bow. Make sure I've got it all straight. Yep, lovely. And then I'm going to bring in my tag that I've made to match this one. So I've used the soft succulent to create the bottom part of the tag here, and I've done this in Early Express with this little tab bit at the top. I've used one of the ephemera die cut pieces that punch out of that, those die cut sheets, and I've stamped a Happy Father's Day here. And I've used the rustic metal adhesive back dots just to put there. So I'll show you the stamp set that I've used. I've used this amazing Celebrating You stamp set. I would highly advise this stamp set because it literally does everything. You've got Father's Day, Happy Birthday, Happy Easter, Welcome Little One. You know, you've got Happy Anniversary, lots of love, proud of you, congrats. I mean, this stamp set, Celebrating You, covers every occasion that you could think of. And it's just it's got Happy Mother's Day on there. It's just got loads on here. So I use this stamp set a lot when I'm making cards. So it's a good one to have in the arsenal. So yeah, so I've used that. And I've used this beautiful tailor-made tags to create my gift tag that I can then write on the back of here. And I love this as well. This gets used a lot. So I've tied my first part, which is my knot, and then I'm going to pop this on like I did with the other one, and then tie my bow. And that way you can sort of get your tag in without making any additional use of ribbon. There we go. Just like that. And How cute does that look? And I really feel like it's stepped up these cups to create these beautiful gift boxes with tags. So I'd be really interested in your opinions on the colours and the schemes and this designer series paper. So do please pop your comments below. I love to interact and I love to hear people's feedback on the projects and the videos. Obviously, if you're not a subscriber, I would be absolutely honoured if you did subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers I get, the more inspiration and sort of push it gives me to create more projects and to try to create better projects. So please do subscribe, and definitely if you're enjoying my videos, do like and comment as well. If you are interested in purchasing any of the products I've shown or any Stampin' Up products and you don't already have a demonstrator, please do consider shopping with me. I send out a handmade thank you card to everybody that shops with me, and if you have a qualifying order and use my host code, you get a whole thank you pack. Follow the links below to shop with me. If you'd like to join my team, again, follow the links below. I would be delighted. So I'm going to say bye for now, guys, and happy crafting.